Have you ever met someone who barely speaks, but somehow understands everything? The kind of person who quietly sits in the room, says very little, yet notices things nobody else sees. They notice fake smiles. They feel tension before anyone says a word. They can sense when someone is hiding pain, even behind laughter. It almost feels strange, like they can read people without trying. Here's the surprising part. Psychology says quiet people often have a mind that is more observant, emotionally aware, and deeply tuned into human behavior than most people around them. Their silence is not emptiness. Their silence is attention. And what they notice can completely change how they understand the world. There's always that one quiet person in every room, the one who doesn't speak much, doesn't try to impress anyone, and somehow always seems calm, even when everything around them feels loud and chaotic. Most people look at quiet people and assume they are shy, socially awkward, or maybe even lacking confidence. But the truth is often the complete opposite. Quiet people are usually the ones noticing what everyone else misses. They may not speak much, but their mind is always active, watching, listening, connecting details, and understanding people on a deeper level. Think about it for a second. When most people are busy talking, trying to be heard, or waiting for their turn to speak, quiet people are simply observing. They notice little things, a change in someone's voice, a smile that doesn't feel real, nervous body language, or that strange silence in a room when something feels off. They pick up on energy, mood, and behavior in ways that many people don't even realize. It almost feels like they can read people without anyone saying much at all. And that's not luck. That's observation. Psychology explains this in a simple way. When your mind is not constantly focused on speaking, reacting, or trying to stand out, it has more space to process what's happening around you. Quiet people often spend more time thinking than speaking, and because of that, they naturally become better at noticing patterns in people, in situations, and even in emotions. They start seeing what others miss because they are paying attention to what others ignore. This is also why quiet people often understand people deeply. They can sense when someone is pretending to be okay. They can feel when a friendship changes, even before anything is said out loud. They notice fake kindness, hidden tension, and the difference between real connection and surface-level conversation. While others focus on words, quiet people often focus on what's underneath the words, the emotion, the energy, and the truth. But there's another side to this. Being deeply aware can also feel exhausting. Quiet people often absorb everything around them, the mood of a room, the stress in someone's voice, the emotional weight people carry, even silent tension that nobody talks about. Their mind keeps processing, even when they want to switch off. That's why crowds can feel draining, loud environments feel heavy, and sometimes being alone feels like the only place where their mind can breathe. And maybe that's the hidden strength of quiet people. They don't always react quickly because they observe first. They think before they speak. They understand before they judge. And when they finally do say something, it often carries weight because their words come from attention, not impulse. In a world where everyone wants to be heard, quiet people become powerful in a different way. They understand what others fail to notice. So if you're someone who stays quiet, don't mistake your silence for weakness. Your quiet nature may actually be a sign that your mind is deeply aware, emotionally intelligent, and tuned in to the world in a way most people never understand. Because sometimes, the people who say the least are the ones who notice the most. If this made you think, subscribe to Unlock Your Mind, because here, we don't just scroll past human behavior. We understand the mind behind it.